Jeez, what is up YouTube? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to another video. This video is all about tomorrow's big game. Yes, it is here. Finally, the game that we've all been waiting for. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is El Clásico, the biggest sporting event in the history of the world. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Tomorrow, 8:15 a.m. here, Eastern Standard Time, in the Santiago Bernabeu. Here we go. Today we're going to be talking about the predictions of what's going to happen in this Clásico, and of course, I am not doing a face cam today because due to the lighting of my room, I don't have any lighting equipment, but hopefully soon I will get some. But today, it is all about El Clásico for tomorrow. So, we gained some reports of the news of injuries updates, which obviously Rafinha was unfortunately not be able to recover in time. They say that Rafinha is recovering, training with the squad. However, it's more likely that Rafinha will more likely not start. And we also had another blow where Andreas Christensen is also out as well with all the injuries. Here are all the list of injuries. Now, of course, obviously, Real Madrid has less injuries, of course, with Trent Carvajal, Hoyson, and all the other players are currently back for El Clásico this upcoming game tomorrow. And of course, Hansi Flick, who received a red card during the game of Girona, will not be in the sideline in the pitch. It would be his assistants, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, there have been reports of media where Lamine Yamal is just basically talking about all this rivalry about Real Madrid and how he's basically shooting shots at them, and Real Madrid fans and Real Madrid as a club are not liking it, including the players, because they say that it is very immature and unprofessional the way how he is handling this type of situation. And yeah, so let's see if tomorrow he backs it up, and obviously he shuts them all up. I honestly don't know how we're going to do this, because this Clásico is going to be interesting, because we do not have Rafinha, we do not have Christensen. Obviously, there's rumors that Araujo will start El Clásico, which I hope Araujo can lock in, because he's been redeeming himself, but constantly he has been making mistakes after mistakes all the time. But hopefully this is the time where he has to lock in. So it's more likely he'll start. I want basically the formation 4-2-3-1 formation with Szczesny in goal, Araujo, Kubarski, Balde, and Eric Garcia as our defense. They're the DMs, Pedri and De Jong, obviously the two defenders. Now, the front three, the attacking midfielder, the left and the right. Obviously, in the left wing, we want my boy Marcus Rashford, who is on a generational run with this whole redemption arc. Obviously, I had faith with Marcus Rashford when he came to Barcelona this summer. It was honestly one of the most shocking things that I never thought Rashford would join Barcelona, because played United, played against them, and since the United manager don't want him to be a part of his project, he came here and he has been doing a lot. And I hope Rashford it's time for Rashford to step up, because Rafinha is out, and then obviously the attacking midfielder Fermin Lopez, who just came off with a hat-trick against Olympiacos, so he should deserve a starting lineup. And then the number 10, obviously Lamine Yamal. Hopefully he can lock in as well and back up the talk. And our striker is none other than no choice than Ferran Torres. Now, Ferran Torres, obviously he's a winger as well, but obviously since Lewandowski is injured, we have no choice but to start Ferran Torres. But yeah, here in our area, we are looking good. Obviously, with the injuries, it's a very injury crisis. Obviously, um, obviously we have a bunch of injuries. We have Joan Garcia, who was injured. Ter Stegen is back in training. Olmo won't be there till for November. Gavi he's gonna be out for a while. And then we have Rafinha, who has a thigh injury, but it's more likely he will not start. But yeah, that is pretty much all we have for El Clásico. I go for 3-1 Barcelona win. And we got people say Real Madrid gonna win, but I have faith in Barcelona. Now, it's time to talk about other predictions. Not only is also El Clásico predictions are going on, but tomorrow is a big game in hand for Manchester City tomorrow. My team. Obviously, just a couple hours ago, Liverpool played against Brentford, lost 3-2. Shockingly, since coming back from thrashing Frankfurt, now back to 4 Premier Leagues in a row. This is like how Man City did last season, where we were on the streak of not winning. Obviously, Liverpool's is obviously worse. They lost. They haven't seen a win since September. We are currently in October, and they have not seen a win. Obviously, there's games in hand for tomorrow. Obviously, for Arsenal, they face Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. We face Man City face Aston Villa away. So far, the news for our current form with Aston Villa has not been good. When we play at Villa Park, we obviously lose, but we would say that we have some news stating that Kusanov is currently doing good. He's back in training, but more likely he will not travel with the squad at Villa Park. Nico Gonzalez is doubtful, but he'll more likely start. If not, that's the case, Mateo Kovacic will take his place, which I really don't mind because he is experienced DM. So Rodri and Nico Gonzalez will be out for a while till next games. Yeah. And Kusanov, who just had a injury as well, he's currently back in training, but however, he will, like I say, he's more likely not going to start. Obviously going to start Nunes, and yeah. That's pretty much all there is. Now, let's talk about Liverpool's defeat. Let's go to the Premier League real quick. Obviously, this is here the stance so far with the top 4. Obviously, United coming in with a 3-1 win against Brighton in the afternoon, and Sunderland, who came in a shock win against Chelsea. A score started with a Garnacho goal and then ended in 90 minutes, a Sunderland victory. What a shocking how Sunderland have been doing with their form. Now, obviously, Arsenal City do have games in hand, and of course, it can all change. However, Liverpool, since they lost 4 in a row, Liverpool fans are now concluding that their season is over to win the league title. Their priorities Liverpool fans say that their priority is now top 4. But if we have any Liverpool fans who are seeing this video, drop in the comments and ask yourself, is your season over, or you guys are still in the race? Because Liverpool are currently sitting in 6th place in the league. And that's all the news. Obviously, we're going to talk about this week's football in the next video. Obviously, this is all about El Clásico and the Premier League games at hand between Arsenal and City. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys have any questions or any comments that you guys want to comment about what is going on with the football world, please drop a comment, like, and subscribe. Peace out, and I hope y'all enjoy tomorrow's big game tomorrow in El Clásico. Peace.